What's going on, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? We are here live, post-game reaction, recap to what we just had the opportunity to witness. Just so you know, we do got two streams going on at the same time, one over on Come On Now, the podcast, and one on Indiana Fever Unfiltered. If you're on either one of them, the full chat is right here in the, let me make it big so y'all can read it. Actually, maybe tall, no, wide. And let me see, how does it look best? Okay, that's right there. All right. It's right there on the bottom right corner that has all the chat going on from both sides. So if you're confused as to what you're seeing, and you think there's not a lot of conversation going on in the Indiana Fever Unfiltered chat, it's because it's a very small chat comparatively. But please do subscribe to both podcasts because I'm trying to grow the Fever Unfiltered version of it, and doing lives is what will help grow it more quickly. I hope everyone had a great afternoon. We got Mother's Day tomorrow. So this will not be a very lengthy post-game live because I got to get to the store because I got a wife and a mom that I have to take care of, and I haven't done so yet. So I got to get that done today. And then tonight is the UFC fight card, so I will be watching that. I will not be doing a live on that, but I will be watching it, of course. So I'm just letting a few more people get into the room before we get started. I do have this Vegas game on in front of me as well. I could do a live on Vegas if you want. I mean, if you're interested, I'm happy to do it. Not really. For those of you who were on live last night for the incredible Mystics Tempo game, thank you for suffering through that with me. That was a tough game to watch, to be honest. This game today was pretty hard to watch too for me. I got a lot of people. I was in Ben's venue for the entirety of the game, for almost the entire game. Got into it with a couple of people who think I'm a moron, but hey, I'll be that moron. I mean, I'm the one that calls it down the middle. I'm the one that, tells it like it is. I'm the one that gives it all unfiltered. And if you don't like my opinion, well, that's your problem. So I'm not going to lose sleep over someone not liking my opinion because I'm not here to be a cheerleader. I'm here to state facts. And I'm watching a basketball game and I'm seeing issues and I'm seeing what I'm not surprised I saw. A lot of the same things that you saw in the past with this franchise. A lot of the same errors were made last year, made today. Not a lot of difference. A lot of bad three-point shots taken. Not surprised. A lot of silly things that you saw overall. Horrific defense from both sides. In fact, I thought the defense from both teams was utterly terrible. And but we'll jump in. Let me shout out everybody that I see here: Joyce, Nighturnal, Alexis, Nvidia, Espada, Eric Jones, Bad Wolf, Duke, Unbridled Smallville, Primus, Lord Schaefer, Blessed of God, War Dog, Frank Gomena, The Blue Raven, Accent, just saying. Andrew Taylor, Craven, CWE, Badger, Mr. Adam, Ayers, Miss Alberta. Welcome aboard, man. Thank y'all for jumping on board. I'm not here to have a troll session, so please, if you're coming here to troll, I just don't want to really get into it on the trolling. So I'm gonna give my feedback on this game, and that'll be it, man. Reality. I said all week the Indiana Fever was going to lose this game. I said they were going to lose this game. I don't think it's a bad team. I think it's not being run properly. I think it's not being coached properly. But there are massive issues when you when you have a game like this where you've missed multiple players in preseason, and then you jam them in there to start early on in the game. I mean, and then you're missing your starting power forward. Like this team is not whole. It has not been whole. And you know what? Those are just excuses. You can't make excuses because Arika Gumbawale has been missing from Dallas all preseason as well, and she came out and played a great game. You know, she hit shots. She knocked things down. They were look. Dallas Wings shot 59%. 59% and 52% from three-point range. If you give that up, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Like, it is not even a conversation. You're going to lose every single time. And the fact that they didn't get blown out was nothing short of a miracle, because they shot 52% from the field, but they only shot 29% from three. This team defensively was horrendous. Horrible. The fast break layups, the misses that turn into layups the other direction. No one getting back on defense. No one picking up the ball. The switches are bad. The pick and roll defense is bad. Everything was bad defensively. The defense was awful. Horrid. Paige Beckers goes 8 for 10 for 20 points. Ogumbawale, 22 points, 8 of 15. Odyssey Sims, 20 points, 8 of 11. The player that the Indiana Fever didn't want to bring back. You didn't want to bring back Odyssey Sims. She just busted your ass. Jessica Shepard, 13 points. They get 10 off the bench from Isaiah James. AZ Fudd only played 18 minutes. She's a backup. You get 30 out of Kelsey Mitchell, 11 of 22, but 2 of 9 from 3. You get 20 out of Caitlin, 7 of 18, but 2 of 9 from 3. Aaliyah Boston, invisible in the first quarter, ends up with 23, 9 of 14, but she can't play any fucking minutes because she's not in fucking shape. She sat for 5 minutes of the fourth quarter while Damaris Dantas, a foul merchant, is on the court. A bright spot for the Indiana Fever, Michaela Timpson. You did your thing, girl. 11 points, 19 minutes, 5 of 6. Played real hard. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed your performance. The defense was horrible. Caitlin Clark, first half, no, not it. Third quarter, Caitlin Clark looked fantastic. Fourth quarter, kind of disappeared again. If you're going to watch the game, watch it completely. First half, I was on Ben's chat, and I said she's being loose with the ball. If you don't know what loose with the ball means, you don't know basketball, man. She was loose with the ball. She got her pocket picked once by Odyssey Sims. A second time nearly picked again, but they called a foul. She was loose with the ball, man. She committed a couple of offensive fouls. They were. You cannot put two hands up. They're calling everything, people. Everything. You want to complain about fouls? Dallas had 28 fouls called on them. Indiana had 25. They're calling fouls. These players wanted fouls called, and they're getting fouls called. And now they're going to complain about getting fouls called. It's going to happen. They're going to complain about it. They better get used to what they asked for, because they asked for this. They asked for it. This game was not physical. This game was not chippy. They called everything. And they're going to do it all year because you begged for it, Napheesa Collier. You demanded it, Napheesa Collier. And that's what you got right now. Tap, foul, boom, foul, 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 foul. Yeah, calling fouls. Calling fouls. Calling fouls. Caitlin Clark, I made this comment earlier this week. I said, if you don't take over your team, you have nobody to blame but yourself. You got nobody to blame but yourself. This is your team. If you allow Stephanie White to dictate the team, you're going to have this. Yes, Sims played with Indiana in last year, and she was in the playoffs, and she was a major reason why they, got where they got. This is your team. If you want to take the team, you take it. If you don't, well, you're going to have this. You're going to have the game run through Kelsey Mitchell, which it did. You're going to have Aaliyah Boston dribbling the ball length of the court, which she did. You're going to have every time she's off the ball, Caitlin Clark is basically not going to get back screen set for her, which is what happened. But Caitlin Clark taking these step back 30-footers is not going to win you basketball games. She missed every one of them. She missed every single one of those step back 30-footers. She hit the first 2 threes in the third quarter. Why? Because she was in a shooting position, and she had her legs under her. That 33-footer she took in the last, seconds of the game, that wasn't a good shot. And she traveled. She traveled on it too. If you're these standstill step back threes, you do not get lift on these standing still step back threes. These threes are not going to fall. Those deep bomb threes, when they look good? When you're running into the shot. I'm sorry. When the 30-foot three looks good? When you're running into the shot. Step back 30-footers, bro, are not an easy shot. It's a very, very low efficiency shot. It's a very, very low efficiency shot. It always has been. It always will be. Always has been, always will be. So you have your 2 3-point shooters, go 4 for 18 from 3. Kelsey Mitchell, 7 for 13 from 2. Caitlin Clark, 5 of 9 from 2. I mean, the idea of being aggressive, and attacking the rim is there. Step back threes are bad shots, especially from 30 feet. They're bad shots. I know we all fell in love, the Caitlin Clark fan base. We all fell in love with the logo 3. I keep saying the logo 3 is great. It's fun. It's exciting. It ain't conducive to winning at this level because you're going to miss it 8 to 10 times. The 2 threes she hit were solid shots. She took a 30-footer at the end of one quarter, the back iron, and she could have attacked. She stepped back. Evolution of the game is that you start doing things a little bit differently than what you always have done. This team, look, I hate Stephanie White. Like, I when I say hate, I don't know her to hate her. I hate how she coaches. I hate how Stephanie White coaches. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. And it is not the type of game that I want to see coached. Y'all want to see 107 to 104? I don't. I had someone tell me that they want to see 100-point games in the WNBA. I don't want to see that. I really don't want to see a lot of 100 plus. 107 to 104. You understand that's the first time that shit's ever happened in the WNBA game we just saw today? In the season opener, 2 teams scoring over 100 points. Season opener, 2 teams scoring over 100 points in the same court. It's never happened before. They just said it on the broadcast. Because these teams, defensively, they were horrendous. Both of them were. Dallas on defense was bad. Both teams on defense were bad. They were both really bad on defense. None of those logo threes were catch and shoot. They were all step back bullshit threes. They were not good shots. If you want to bring up 20 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds, you better include the 5 turnovers today. You better include the 5 turnovers. Because that's one of the game evolution components of the game that I talked about. And 3 of those turnovers were offensive fouls. 3 of them were offensive fouls. She didn't make bad passes. She just was turned over 5 times. She's injured. She looks hurt. She still looks hurt. The back brace, the back heat pad, the back whatever came back out. It was there for y'all to see. They got no answer. She's grubbing at her inner thigh, groin. I don't know. She ain't right. The lift on her shot, Caitlin Clark, it ain't there. The lift is not there. It ain't there. Aaliyah Boston ain't in shape. She can't play a fourth quarter for 10 minutes. She's being minutes restricted. She's being minutes restricted in the first game of the season. And you get to watch Damaris Dantes be on the court. Yeah, she had 7 points and 5 fouls and 1 rebound. Oh, how about this? Aaliyah Boston, I challenge you to average double-digit rebounds. Today, 4. 4 rebounds. 4 rebounds. Sophie Cunningham? Hey, maybe we got to call Kate Martin up. I don't know. Lexi Hall? Hey, maybe we got to call Kate Martin up. I don't know. Because the 2 of y'all sucked. Sucked. Lexi Hall, 15 minutes. Why is she even playing? Why is she even on the floor? Yeah, Caitlin Clark had 5 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston had 4. Why is Lexi Hull even on the floor? Lexi Hull got a technical foul. Arguing with referee because she fouled somebody. Arguing because she fouled somebody. Lexi Hull, did she hit the rim on either shot she took? The first one, watching her one-handed dribble because she has, one-handed dribble because she has no left hand. Dunk. I'm going to drive and then I'm going to do a turnaround shot. What the? And then donk, 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 donk. Oh my God. $800,000 for that a year. 800,000 for that. Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Ho combined for 3 points, 1 of 4 shooting, 1 of 1 from 3, and 5 fouls. If the girl is hurt, which she still is obviously hurt, do not play her. Ty Harris. Ty Harris. Ty Harris. I mean, Ty Harris. They could have. I gotta check this now. I gotta check this. I just want to see this before I say it. God. Ty Harris getting paid $400,000 a year. $400,000 a year. 4 minutes, 0 points, 0 of 1, utterly useless. And Odyssey Sims is on the Dallas Wings right now. I mean, I don't understand it. Again, you're paying her $400,000 a year. And Odyssey Sims is making $277,000 a year for the Dallas Wings. They're paying Odyssey Sims $277,000, and she is a starting point guard. Starting point guard. So your bench today was Timpson with 11. Dantas had 7, but she's a statue on defense. Harris was 0. Hull was 0. Yo, don't criticize Raven Johnson. She played 12 minutes. She had 4 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and a steal. I don't know what you want. The girl was 1 for 1. She took 1 shot. Odyssey Sims could have been on this team, but Stephanie White chose Ty Harris for $123,000 more per year. Odyssey Sims, $277,000, and Ty Harris making $400K. And Odyssey Sims is starting for Dallas. It's game 1. Let's not overreact. No. This isn't about overreacting. I didn't compare Raven Johnson to Ty Harris. Someone brought her up. That's why I mentioned her. Game 1 becomes game 5, becomes game 10, becomes game 15, becomes game 30. They looked exactly how they looked against Dallas in the preseason on defense. They looked the same exact way. Awful. They looked awful defensively. Maisha Hines-Allen, 21 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 7, 6 rebounds. Y'all didn't like Natasha Howard. A lot of people didn't like Natasha Howard. Monique Billings is making $800K a year, and she's injured already, ankle problem. On Sunday, they said, "Oh, we don't even know if she had an MRI yet. Don't even know. Gonna take it slowly. She's good though. She's all good. Yeah, you knew she wouldn't play. You knew she wouldn't play. But you didn't want Natasha Howard. Okay. They actually out-rebounded Dallas 28-27. They actually out-rebounded them because they grabbed 7 offensive boards. Kelsey Mitchell grabbed 3 of those. Dallas has a good coach. He's from Dade County, Florida, Miami, Florida. Jose Fernandez cut his fucking teeth down here, where I'm from. Coached high school girls basketball. He took a bunch of Cuban girls to an 800 winning percentage at Our Lady of Lourdes Academy. If you don't know what Lourdes Academy is a private all-girls school in Dade County, Florida, where they have had a high-level girls basketball program for years. He was the coach there when my sister went to high school. My sister went to high school there. He was the coach of the team when my sister was in high school. They were elite. This dude can coach. Coached at South Florida. This dude can coach. All you hear is them glowing about this guy for Dallas. Dallas players are glowing with praise for this dude. They had a 1-year coach last year, wasn't it? Man Bun, Coquaines. You're gonna see a difference this year with this dude. I don't know if they're a playoff team or not. They're right on the fringe to me. But I'll tell you what, if their defense can play better, they got a shot. They got a shot. It's a long season. It's a long season. But this is not, I mean, we got to really ask the question, is Caitlin Clark healthy? It is a legitimate question. It's a legitimate question. Is Caitlin Clark healthy? Because from the back brace to the groin thing, I don't know. I don't know if she's healthy. And they're not going to ask the question until she misses a game. Dallas led this game for 77% of the game. Fast break points, Dallas 25, Indiana 12. I'll do a video on the press conference probably later because I can't be here all day. But I have a feeling that Caitlin Clark's going to miss some time in the near future. I don't think she's not the third. I don't think she's healthy. Well, you don't wear a back heating pad just randomly sitting on the sideline. You just don't. We need to stop making up stories. You don't randomly wear heating pads on your back. She's 24. She's 24. Who is Slurp FC? Is that a real thing? I've now heard that name multiple times. Who is Slurp FC? I don't know what that is. If you have a lower back issue, you know what you're not going to have? Lift on your jump shot. And what did you see today? A lack of lift on her jump shot. You could see there's a lack of lift on the jump shot. They scored 104 points. And people will say, "Oh, they were great on offense." Yeah, no, it was bad. It was a lot more bad defense. It was really bad defense. And it was really bad defense both ways. It was real bad defense both ways. I don't think Sophie Cunningham will be this bad every game. Lexi Hull, I mean, she could be. She could be this bad every game. I've seen her this bad every game. I mean, my God. They wanted to run it back. They're running it. Yeah, okay. Hey, you grab that up. They're running into each other at the top of the key. You got Caitlin Clark and fucking Aaliyah Boston running into each other at the top of the key because nobody knows who's supposed to run the fucking offense. Nobody knows who's supposed to run the offense. Who's supposed to run the offense? Because we're going to give the ball to Aaliyah Boston to hand the ball off or not set screens. They set no screens. They set no screens. Final play, you knew it was going to Kelsey Mitchell. Oh, you knew it. I was hoping for an Aaliyah Boston pop and then she take the final shot. Oh, my God. Who the hell's protecting the it's not a top 3 team. No, it's not a top 3 team. They're a 5 or a 6. They're a 5 or a 6. They're a 5-6 seed to me. That's what they are. You want to run it back with this group? You got no bench. You've got no bench. No, I didn't say it's not Stephanie White's offense. See, don't even try that here. I know what I said because I said it. I said you can't blame everything on that one on Stephanie White because Caitlin Clark has her own accountability for evolution of her game. That's what I said. Do not try to come in my chat and try to tell people that I said something different. I know what I said. I'm very aware of what I said. I know I've been saying it. Her game has got to evolve. But yeah, absolutely, there's a problem with the offense. It needs to get run through fucking Caitlin Clark. I've always said that. Caitlin Clark needs to have the ball. You need to put a team around Caitlin Clark that works for the player that Caitlin Clark is. Not say, oh, the connector is Aaliyah Boston. No, she's not. And Kelsey Mitchell, she had 30. Kelsey Mitchell's never seen a shot she doesn't like. She's never seen a shot she doesn't like. But but I will say this: if Caitlin Clark is going to go through the motions, when in the first half, that's what it looked like. Well, that's not a good look either. That's not a good look either. Kelsey Mitchell takes every shot she sees. I think they're a 5 or a 6 seed. I don't think they're a 7 or 8. I think they're a 5 or a 6. Whatever they are, they're a playoff team. CC 2 of 9 on 3-point attempts. That's how the Celtics lost. Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell was also 2 of 9 from 3. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Right now, Phoenix is up 12-3 on Vegas. I guess they got their rings and they're happy. But this is, if you're going to go through the motions, then that's a bad look on you. You're still a professional. You still have to be a pro out there. Kelsey Mitchell, ISO Joe right there. Dribble, 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 dribble. Yeah, saw it all game. I even told my son, I'm like, that's a bad shot. It went in, but it was a bad shot. They combined to go 4 of 18 from 3. They lost by 3 points. They lost by 3 on their home floor. And those two combined to go 4 of 18 from 3. Attack the rim more. Attack the rim more. I'm sorry. Attack the rim. Anyone complaining about free throw shooting? Well, when you're shooting, when half your shots are from 30 feet out, you're not going to get foul calls. I heard people in Ben's venue saying, "Oh, Isaiah James is flopping." No, it's a foul. It's a foul. It's a foul. You can't land in their circle. And Kelsey Mitchell landed literally right in her on that particular play. Fact. It wasn't flopping. That's, you know what? If you want to call it flopping, welcome to professional sports. That's what they do. You get position, you hit the ground, and that's it. That's how it works. And those offensive fouls were push-offs. They were shove-offs. Enrique Gumbuale, I mean, for Dallas, he goes 8 for 15. I mean, 22 points. That's a heck of a game. You got 3 players that shot the ball, and the rest of them did literally fucking nothing. I mean, bluntly. You got 3 players who shot the ball, and everybody else did nothing. Hines Allen, Cunningham, Timpson did well. Dantas, Harris, Hull. Raven ain't going to shoot the ball. You didn't get Raven to shoot the damn basketball. In a game like this, where no one's defending, you might want to put a good defensive player on the floor at guard. You might want to put Raven in the game at guard to guard Odyssey Sims or Ogunbowale and not have Caitlin Clark guarding Ogunbowale and Odyssey Sims. Might be a fucking idea. Might be an idea. Might be an idea. You didn't see nothing wrong with CC's game today. Y'all got to realize Fever have 3 good-ass players. They need the ball. I disagree. I didn't say her game was terrible, but for the first 2 quarters, she was invisible. And in the fourth quarter, she was bad. The third quarter, she looked great. That's when they had rhythm on offense, when they outscored Dallas by 9 in the third quarter. They outscored them by 9 in the third quarter. That was literally that was the only quarter in which they outscored Dallas. They got outscored in the first, second, and fourth. They lost the first, second, and fourth. They won the third. So you can say that you didn't see a problem with it, but those were the best shots that Caitlin Clark got the entire freaking game, and that's when she played the best. Somehow, when she played the best of the game for herself, that was the best that they played. Oh, I saw that crap too. I saw that crap. Yeah, why is Stephanie White chopping it up with Alana Smith at almost at the end of the game? I mean, kiki. What the fuck are you doing? Are you coaching your team, or are you more worried about being friends with the opponent? I saw that. That was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Ayers, I'm gonna tell you this. There was a combination in the fourth quarter. If you say that, fine. I'm not going to argue with you. Aaliyah Boston sat on the bench for 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. She sat on the bench for 5 minutes. She played 26 minutes of a WNBA game. That girl can't even play 75% of the game right now. You're telling me, right? The pick and roll, I think they ran the pick and roll a handful of times, and Caitlin hit one weird-looking spinning pass that was a great pass. I don't even know how the ball got there. Like you're going to have – if AB is sitting on the bench in the fourth quarter, we got to watch Damaris Dantas play basketball. Well, we have problems. There's going to be problems all season. She better get her ass in shape. And they mentioned she looked great and unrivaled. What? This ain't unrivaled. Who would you suggest they start right now? Timpson? I wouldn't argue it. I wouldn't argue against it after what I saw today. Because I told everybody that Monique Billings ain't a starter. I told everybody that Hines Allen ain't a starter. But nobody wanted to bring back Natasha Howard. Everybody hated Natasha Howard. If they had Natasha Howard today, they win the game. You want to know why? Because Natasha Howard is going to be aggressive as shit. Yeah, imagine being on a minutes restriction on the first game of the season. Then why are you playing? You're on a minutes restriction the first game of the season. Why are you even playing? Yeah, they ran into each other, top of the key. I saw it. They ran right into each other. She's better than both of them combined. You hated her, but you miss her now. That's why the grass ain't always greener on the other side. What was the actual defensive scheme today? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know what their defensive scheme is. In my opinion, this team should play zone. They should never play man unless Raven Johnson's on the court. If Raven Johnson's on the court, then you can have Raven Johnson actually guard the primary ball handler. The primary ball handler. What? I'm acting like there's no one else to get the fever front office. What are you talking about? I don't know what there was to get. I've been out. I vocalized my opinion of the fever front office. So I got enough videos where a lot of y'all were fucking so happy about Monique Billings. Y'all fell in love with her at Team USA because Caitlin Clark passed her the ball a few times. All y'all fell in love with her. So many of y'all fell in love with her and thought that was a great pickup. And you overpaid a backup power forward, a career backup power forward. And then it was, we re-signed Lexi Hall. You were ecstatic about that. Re-signed Sophie, ecstatic about that. You paid Lexi more than Sophie. I ain't hear no one ripping them for signing Aaliyah Boston. In fact, I said that was a terrible decision, in fact. You could have waited another year. I even said, dump Kelsey Mitchell. I said that too. And I would have drafted them Tania Latson because she could play like Kelsey Mitchell. Yes, she may not be as good, but she will defer. She will defer. And then you can go get yourself a real power forward for $1 million+ dollars. Instead, you got a ball-dominant fucking two guard who's 5'8" and can't guard anybody and doesn't ever pass up on an open look. You have no power forward. You have no size. And you've got no bench. Hines Allen or Howard, I would have taken Howard all day. I thought Howard was good last year. That's the problem. Y'all just didn't like her because of things she said. I never had a problem with Natasha Howard. Never. I saw the comments. If it doesn't apply to you, don't get sensitive. A lot of people were on comments praising these pickups. A lot of people were praising these pickups. I don't even know. I can't read all your comments, man. I'm talking, man. I'm not fucking reading all your comments. So I'm not trolling shit. A lot of people on many, many podcasts were praising the pickup of Billings, praising the pickup of Harris, praising the re-signing of Hull, praising the re-signing of Cunningham, praising the re-signing of Kelsey Mitchell, praising the re-signing, the extension of Aaliyah Boston. What are you talking about? You could have left Aaliyah Boston on her goddamn rookie deal because she's the same freaking player today that she was as a rookie, 15-8. Okay, today she had a good day. Tomorrow, next game, she'll probably go for 10-6. So I'm telling you, I saw they were on my own chats. They were in comments on my videos, comments on Ben's videos, comments on other videos, comments everywhere. Praise, praise, praise. But I'm the angry guy. I'm the angry penguin ball-headed dude who don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Everybody want to be fucking friends. Everybody want to be friends. Like we need to stop the madness, stop the noise. I've said what I feel all the time. I said who I would have gone after. I would have gone after Skylar Diggins. I said it. I would have gone after I would have gone after Nneka Ogwumike. Yeah. I would have gone after her. For sure. I would have gone after Azurá Stevens. We don't know if they ever went after her. We have no idea. We have no idea. And if you couldn't get those power forwards, I would have kept Natasha Howard abso-fucking-lutely. Because I know she's a starting level power forward in the league. She has her entire career. What do you like about Monique Billings there, Stephen Grinkley? How many times did you see Monique Billings play before Team USA? What is there to like of a 7-6 career? Some of y'all wanted to bring back Temi Fack Bentley. Did you see her last night? She's garbage. You're missing the point. I would have gone after players that make you better. You think the president of the WNBA is going to sabotage your own game? Come on, man. Come on, dude. Your defense stinks. 59% from the field, 52% from three. That's what happened today. And you got no bench. You got no bench and no power forward. Oh, God. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what. You're just assuming shit. So basically, the only people that Caitlin Clark can play with are the white girls from Iowa. Gotcha. That's the whole mentality. Let's go bring in Kate Martin. Let's go bring in Hannah Stuckey. Let's go bring in every white girl from fucking Iowa who's not an athlete, who will get run off the floor by real athletes. Except the fact that Caitlin Clark's not playing college kids anymore. She's playing professionals. So she's not going to be dropping 41 a night to save their sorry asses. You got no power forward. Not even a serviceable one. All right, bro. Whatever. Whatever, War Dog. You say what you want, bro. Hyperbolic trolling. Whatever. You haven't said anything. Who would you have brought in, sir? Put in the comment. Who would you have brought into this team? Who? Who? I'm not a Mystics fan. I'm not a Fever fan. I'm a Lauren Betts fan. I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. So you would have brought in Azurá Stevens. Okay, so then tell me why they didn't offer her $1.4 million or $1.2 million. Because she didn't get max dollars with Chicago. She didn't get the max money. So instead of paying Monique Billings $800,000, why didn't you offer Azurá Stevens $1.2 million? Why didn't you pay her $1.2 million? You think she would have turned that down to make $1 million in Chicago? Please. Please. All right, they're sabotaging. Then stop watching. Then stop watching. Stop watching. I can watch a basketball game and not sit here and cry about, oh, they're sabotaging her, and watch that their defense fucking sucks, and watch that they have no power forward, and watch that they have no bench. That ain't got shit to do with sabotaging somebody. Make up your mind. So they brought in nobody. They brought in nobody who can help the team win. They handed the ball to Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. All right. But now those two players have nobody coming off the bench who can help them win. But they're trying to push the narrative for them. Like, make up your mind. Make up your mind. They're sabotaging. People lose their jobs in sports every day. Stephanie White will not have a job next year if this team does not make the playoffs. No, you're on here. You don't want to? Here, come on. You want to talk? Talk. There. Here's the link just for you, War Dog. War Dog, jump on. Let's talk. Click the link. Jump in. Let's speak because the texting shit's bullshit. You speak because you have a lot to say in the chat right now. So jump on, click the link, come in right now. Talk. White will be fired if they don't make the playoffs. Mark it down. I'll bet you anything on that. You couldn't have gotten Alana Smith, the white girl, to play in Indiana? You couldn't have gotten the white girl to play in Indiana? You couldn't have gotten the white girl to play in Indiana? I mean, you can't get the black girl to play in Indiana? I mean, give me a break. Give me a break. Come on now. The New York Liberty got Satu for $800,000. They paid Billings $800,000. War Dog, you can't talk all this shit in the chat. I send you a link to freaking jump on to click and talk, and you don't jump on. At that point, bro, I don't know what to say anymore. This team got outplayed, out-physicaled, they got punked, they got dominated, and the only reason they stayed in this game is because Dallas's defense stinks too. They got no damn bench, showed again. You got a freaking funky-ass lineup out there where you got no one that can guard the ball. No one can guard the ball. They're all going to get fired. They're all going to get fired. People get fired in sports. I don't know what y'all think this is. We had multiple coaches get fired after 1 year last year. Koklanis got fired after 1 year. Who was the coach in LA last year? Hell, who was the coach in LA? Hell, Teresa Weatherspoon got fired after 1 year at Chicago. All right, no, you ain't coming on. You just talking shit. You are talking shit. You're saying I'm trolling you on my own show. Why would I troll you on my show? It causes distraction. When I'm sitting here speaking and you're just typing bullshit in to get my attention. Coaches in the dub. Sandy Brondello just got fired by the New York Liberty after winning a title. And you don't think Stephanie White could get fired if they don't make the playoffs? Come on, man. Oh, man, Jesus Christ. Independent Aquaman. I got two chats going on. I got Indiana Fever Unfiltered and Come On Now, the podcast. All of it shows up here on the right-hand side of the screen. It's a guy by the name of War Dog who's typing a whole lot. There's nothing fake about what I'm saying. I said nothing fake. What the fuck did I say was fake? Make up your mind. I don't say, there's no fake facts. There's facts and there's lies. You want to watch lies? There's a channel that will give you plenty of them. You want lies? Go over there. He got plenty of lies. He told you that Kate Martin signed with the Fever. He told you that freaking Chloe Bibby signed with the Fever because that's the difference in this team. Kate Martin and Chloe Bibby. Give me a break. They're not going to ask a question about her back. No, I didn't say that. What are you fucking talking? Are you listening? Do you need a hearing cleaning? An ear cleaning? I said people praised it. I didn't say they asked for it. Pay attention. ADHD, you're not listening, homie? You're not listening. You're not actively fucking listening. I said they praised it. I didn't say they asked for it. There is a difference. There's a difference. But you know what? Go look at the videos. After the first game with Monique Billings and Caitlin Clark for Team USA, they were begging for Monique Billings. What are you talking about? No, it's not the same thing. Oh my God. I got to explain English grammar to people. I had someone tell me that two words that were opposites were the same thing as well. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here. I've had people come on my chat and tell me that I used one word and then acknowledged I used the other word and said it was the same thing, where they're literally the fucking opposite. Literally the opposite. I said and you can go look at my videos. People were I even knew it when Billings played well with Clark in that first game. I'm like, watch all the Caitlin Clark fans come out and say, we need Monique Billings. And I knew it, and it happened. And it fucking happened. A career backup you paid $800K for, and the New York Liberty got Satu Sabali for $800K. Oh my God. And your power forward who averages 12 and 7 for a career went over to Minnesota for $700. My goodness. Because at this point now, I'm really just having conversation with comments. What link? Here, Ben, you want to jump on? You want to jump on? Jump on in, brother. We could talk about it for a few minutes since we're gonna have a shorter abridged Sunday Night Heat tomorrow. I don't have a lot of time left. I got to go Mother's Day shopping. Because I mean, this stuff is becoming utterly fucking absurd. We watched the game today where Caitlin Clark, for 3 quarters of that game, did not play well. For 1 quarter, she played great. And when I say something as simple as you need to evolve your game, it turns into, oh, you said she sucks. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Ben is in the car, man. He's moving. What's up, brother?
What up, Rudy?
What's up, man?
How you feeling?
I feel great.
You see that? You see that game?
Yeah, man. I was in your chat telling some people to fuck off because I'm an idiot.
You see that defense?
That was 59% shooting, 30-52 from 3.
You see Lexi Hall?
She's fantastic, man. 0 points, 15 minutes. Getting a technical foul call on her, because she doesn't foul anybody, And her air balls. Like, did she hit the rim on either of those shots?
She missed the rim on both shots. All backboard, nothing but backboard, actually, Rudy.
Nothing but backboard.
Nothing but backboard. Yeah, it was bad. There's no way around it. It was bad all around.
It was bad.
Oh, I mean, I know you're not too much of a fan of her, but there's probably no real bright spot outside Michaela Timpson looking halfway decent.
Timpson looked great. I mentioned her. She looked great. She looked good to me. She worked her tail off.
Yeah, she's playing herself into a rotation role for sure.
She might be the starter for the next game.
Yeah, if Monique Billings isn't back, I would probably start her.
Fuck Monique Billings.
I would give her Maisha Hines-Allen's minutes for sure.
Fuck Monique Billings. I'll give her the minutes right now. I'll give her the minutes.
You know what? Now. Actually, if you want to go that route, Rudy, Timpson starting and maybe having even Monique Billings come off the bench might be better than the other way around, just to have something off the bench.
You want to know what? You want to know where I would go right now? And people may not like this one either. I'm going to start Raven Johnson over fucking Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah, based on what I saw today.
I'll start Raven Johnson at point guard. Tell me exactly why. Not at point guard, but a combo. She'll be playing with her and Caitlin will be on and off. Tell me exactly, and I'm sure someone will tell me now, oh, you're saying now that Caitlin shouldn't play point guard. I didn't say that either, but, I'm convinced at this point that people don't know the dictionary.
Well, Rudy, I mean, if you watch the game, what's the real point of having Caitlin play point guard? What's the point?
You're going to give it to Leah Boston.
What's the fucking dumbass? What's the point of having her? What's the point of having her play point guard at this point? If we're not going to actually play her at point guard.
I mean, how about Did they run like 5 pick and rolls the entire game with her on Leah Boston?
I might have counted 4 pick and rolls, if memory serves me right, Rudy. And by pick and rolls, I mean Aaliyah Boston slip screens trying to get her
Yeah,
on
because she
point.
never picks, right? She never actually sets a pick.
Yeah, if we're calling those pick and rolls, then yeah, I saw about 4 of them today.
I
Rudy,
would say,
I saw Caitlin Clark pass the ball to somebody at the top of the key, go the other way, set a screen for Sophie Cunningham, cut down to the corner, run all along the baseline, come back up, past 3 Indiana Fever teammates, and not one of them set a screen.
not surprising.
We actually have her moving off ball, but we're not even setting screens while she's moving off ball.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really make too much sense to me.
I didn't say I want Caitlin Clark playing power forward. I said play 3 guards. There's still a power forward out there, Jay. Come on, so calm down.
I mean, I know you take a lot of shit for this in your chat, but I mean, the 2 3-pointers that she made were both catch and shoot threes.
Yeah, not step back 30 footers.
Yeah, so
no, she traveled on the last one.
Yeah, no, we were talking about that in the chat. We shoveled our feet a little bit too many times. Are we going to go, or are you going to have me sitting here? Yeah, shoveled our feet a little bit too many times on that. But the thing is if we're not doing anything creative on offense to free her up, then you get what we saw today.
Yeah,
I can't really. I mean, there were bad shots, yeah, but I'm not really sure what else to say.
Hold on. Hey man, the defense was fantastic though.
Yeah, defense is bad, but that's our defensive guru coach over there.
So when you have 2 really quick guards in Odyssey Sims and Arika Gumbawale, and you have a defensive point guard in Raven Johnson, why doesn't she play more and guard them? One of them.
Yeah, I even mentioned this on my postgame interview. I didn't see Raven Johnson do anything that made her not get as much minutes as she should have gotten.
Yeah, she played 12 minutes. She had 4 points, 1 of 1, 2 rebounds, 2 assists.
I didn't see anything that required sitting her down. I didn't see it.
What do you think of the fact that Odyssey Sims is making $123,000 less per year than Ty Harris?
No. Give me a second, Rudy.
Yeah. Are you eating fast food? I thought you were in shape. You're like me, eating fast food. But yeah, everybody travels. Like everybody travels. Like this, there was a play where Paige Beckers did a step through that I'm like, she took like 5 steps. The traveling is out of control in basketball. They want their game to look like the NBA. Well, it's going to look like the NBA because they're just going to allow everyone to run with the basketball. I mean, that's really what we're seeing. They're literally running with the basketball. You know, so again, I don't know what you think is going to happen, but if Sandy Brondello can get fired by the New York Liberty after winning a championship, yes, Stephanie White can get fired. I didn't say she'll get fired during the season. I said at the end of the season, they're not a playoff team. She will get fired. Who is blaming Caitlin Clark for this? Martinez, 2K11. Take a breath. No one's blaming anyone individually for this loss. I'm not blaming Caitlin Clark individually for this loss. I'm talking about the things that got done that contributed to this loss. Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark combined 4 for 18 from 3. That is a major contributing factor to a loss, a 3-point loss.
Oh yeah, you're not winning 4 for 18 for 3.
Like that's not so. That doesn't mean you're blaming somebody. These are contributing factors to a loss. Aaliyah Boston sitting for 5 minutes in the 4th quarter because she's too fat and out of shape, even though they said she's in amazing shape, contributes to a loss. You're getting nothing out of Sophie Cunningham, and for whatever reason, Lexi Hall playing. Why she's even playing? You get nothing.
Paige Beckers was hunting Sophie Cunningham down.
Oh, she was mudding her, man.
She was
like, give me the ball. Give me the ball. She was like, give me the. Paige Beckers shot 80% from the floor.
She was hunting her ass down. Something I didn't. Yeah, I don't.
So,
folks, there's a lot to be concerned about.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Rudy, there was nothing positive to take away from any of the 3 preseason games.
Nothing.
Yet people are saying, "Hey, it's just a preseason game. Don't overreact." Well, when you spend 3 games establishing bad habits, you're going to get a game like we saw today.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's the reality of the matter.
Yeah.
I don't have Enrique's stats in front of me, but Enrique, I mean, I didn't get a shot chucking vibe from Enrique today.
He was 8 of 15, 3 of 7 from 3.
There it is. There it is. 5 assists for Enrique. How many assists did Jessica Shepard have?
9. 13, 9, and 9.
And that was just being smart with the basketball. That's all that was.
How'd they get her?
Free agency.
How'd they get Alana Smith?
Free agency.
So how did Indiana get Monique Billings? And Hines Allen and Ty Harris? I don't know if you heard me when I say it. Ty Harris is making $123,000 more than Odyssey Sims. And Odyssey Sims is a starting point guard for the Dallas Wings. And just cooked.
Can you believe we wasted our time with Ty Harris?
Oh my God. Dude,
but Rudy, can you believe that Slurp FC was slurping Ty Harris up? Just slurping Ty Harris.
Hey, 400K, man.
Dirty amount of slurp with Ty Harris.
Yeah, major. But hey, you know what? They beat Nigeria.
Yeah. They beat Nigeria. Meanwhile, our
backups damn near lost to Nigeria.
The depth of the team literally was even with Nigeria. I think our backups won that second half by 8 points. Yeah, 7 points. 7 points. Okay.
Yeah. Something like that. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
AB, 4 rebounds in 26 minutes.
Yeah, man. I challenge you.
But don't worry, Rudy. Once AB comes back, the rebounding discrepancy is gonna fix itself. Don't you worry.
And they actually won the rebounding battle today, which is crazy.
Wow.
That's because Dallas didn't miss. Oh, you froze up. You froze up, man. Huh? Who's that? To Miami?
Yeah, from Georgia.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Big time hurricane commitment. Okay. But no, I'm like, I would put if you have small guards out there like Sims and Ogumbawale, how you don't play Raven Johnson more to guard them is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I mean, she was the top 5 player in the draft, right?
Yeah.
They told us that, right?
That's true. That's true, dude. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not sure. Did you see the in the last minute or so, Stephanie White lost in the huddle, asking Austin Kelly what to do?
I didn't, because honestly, I was just irritated. I saw her laughing it up with Alana Smith.
Dude, she sat down in the huddle, looked at Austin Kelly with puppy dog eyes, like, save me, please. Said, hey, what do you think they're running here? Austin Kelly gave his 2 cents. And then she just slowly took a step back in the huddle while Austin Kelly was controlling it. If we're going to do that, just have him coach the team at this point.
Might as well.
Just have him coach the team. Because every time I look at them in practice, he looks like he's the only one coaching anyway. While Stephanie White's being a cheerleader, waving pom-poms, saying, let's go.
But according to Leah Boston and Stephanie White, they don't practice as much. They said that. They're not practicing as long.
I must have missed it.
That was in the last press conference on Thursday. They both said they don't practice as long.
An unproven team not practicing.
Because she said that all the players that came back, they all know the system, but they got 5 new ones. So apparently they learned it really fast.
Wow.
They learned it really fast.
But they weren't even all together last year for a bulk part of the year. So it's almost like a brand new team. If you really think about how many games CeCe missed, how many games Sophie missed, it's really new.
Yeah. It's crazy.
You can't make it up, Rudy. You can't make it up.
Yeah, the bench only beat Nigeria by 7 points. I think it was 35-28. That's what I thought it was.
Wow.
The bench beating Nigeria 35-28.
What's the chat been saying, Rudy? What have you been talking about with the chat before I jumped on here?
Hold up. They're telling me the bench only beat Nigeria by 7. CeCe shot like crap, but I'm giving her 10 games on herself. Steph White's not a coach. She's just a speaker. Like Lieutenant Dyke, no pun, in Band of Brothers. until I keep saying this, until Caitlin Clark demands that this is her team, this is what you're going to get, man.
Well, apparently there's a clip going on of Caitlin Clark responding to a question, and apparently Stephanie White told all three of them that it's their team. They split it equally, 33, 33, 33. So now we know why now we know why that it's Kelsey Mitchell's team, pretty much. If it's split between three people, right? You have three owners, right? You have three owners. Yeah. The owner that actually steps up and says, "This is mine," is the one who's going to have the last word in terms of ownership. If you're starting a restaurant or a business or whatever it is.
Yeah.
If the team is split three ways and only one of them is saying it's my team, well, then it's her team.
Yeah.
Imagine Steve Kerr going to Steph Curry and saying it's Steph's team, it's Draymond's team, and it's Clay's team. No, we all knew it was Steph's team. We all know it's Steph's team. You're a Heat fan, Rudy. I mean, I could be wrong, but from what Dwayne Wade says, once LeBron said it's my team, then it was his team. That first year, it was like, wait, is it my team or is it your team, Dwayne? Whose team really is it?
It was Dwayne Wade's team still in year one, and then LeBron was so confused he didn't know what to do in the finals. Apparently,
and then Wade goes up to him and said, "Dude, this is your team, LeBron. You going forward, you need to. It's your team."
He's like, "My knees are shot. You need to do this."
Yeah. So again, if the messaging is bad, if there's no offensive game plan, if there's no defense being played, not even a defensive game, just no defense being played, I don't know how you could be too surprised on what you saw today. That I don't know.
Man, I said earlier this week I thought that Dallas would win this game. I said that they would win this game. This game was no different than the preseason game.
Yeah,
none. There's no difference. They were getting their shit kicked in the first half.
Yeah,
defensively were atrocious again. Defensively atrocious. The only difference was that they only played a half.
Yeah.
This time they played a full game, so they got back in it. The best quarter of the game was the third for Caitlin, and that's when they tied the game, and she was playing more free-flowing, and then the fourth quarter went back to the fucking other crap that they were doing, and Aaliyah sits for 5 minutes because she's too tired. And
dude, I saw Aaliyah Boston go coast to coast more than I saw a pick and roll.
Yes.
I saw AB go coast to coast more times today than I saw an actual pick and roll. I saw Aaliyah Boston dribble into Caitlin Clark at the top of the key, only to go one-on-one in the post.
Yeah. And then she missed.
Folks, I mean, I don't...
Then she missed. Hey, man. But at least we got this. At least we all know the players got what they wanted. They wanted that foul fest. Yep. They wanted the no physical game. So now every time they take a breath on somebody, it's a foul.
Yeah, and
now it's a foul. You got what you wanted.
I mean, to me, it seemed both ways to me. I don't think it seemed pretty both ways today, right? Yeah, it seemed pretty fair both ways.
I was at 28 fouls called on them.
Oh, damn.
28.
Damn.
Indy had 25.
Oh, yeah, so that's fair. That's fair.
But it was a foul fest. And it was the same bullshit I watched last night with Toronto and Washington. Oof. But that was just bad, you know, where they played a little bit of they played defense and they just can't make shots. So this one, everyone just got out the fucking way. I mean, there was a play where I think Caitlin went up for a shot. She misses the shot and nobody got back on defense. They got a layup the other way and no one runs back. Like when your point guard drives to the rim, the two guard is supposed to peel back.
Yeah, Jessica Shepard had a couple little bunnies that just beating the other team, just beating us down the floor.
But they're not peeling back.
Not really. What I'm sure we're going to see from Slurp FC, because they just can't help themselves. What we're going to see is that, oh, guys, you see it was fast paced. Stephanie White was pushing tempo just because it's a high scored game. Not realizing that the only reason is because nobody played defense. That's why it was a high scored game.
I'm going to ask you again because I'm really confused because I'm asking people just saying fans. Who is Slurp FC? Is this just fans? Is this a couple of podcasts that I'm friends with?
No. It's definitely the it's fans. It's like actual Indiana Fever fans that think that Stephanie White's good, that think that the front office did a good job. That's Slurp FC.
What do you think of that last play to Kelsey Mitchell on that football wide receiver play where she runs off two screens and takes a 30-footer? Kelsey Mitchell doesn't shoot 30-footers.
Yeah. Did I like the play? No. Was she actually open? She actually was open. She missed it.
Yeah.
She was just as open as Cece was, 10 seconds before that.
Yeah.
But it's the same critique that we had, the first year with Christy. It's, dude, if you can't manage to get who you think your best, maybe she does think Kelsey Mitchell's the best shooter on the team. Maybe she does, and that's why it goes to her. Yeah. But if you can't, by year 2, think of an out-of-bounds play to draw up to get Caitlin Clark a 3, that's just bad coaching at this point. No, that's people are. I hope people realize, Rudy. I'm gonna leave it at this because I gotta grab this food. I'm gonna leave it at this. That what this game told me is that if our roster is either equally as good or less or just a little bit better, coaching is going to do us in.
Oh yeah.
You can't even look at the Chicago Sky and say, "Oh, that's a team that we could beat." You really can't think that. If you're not the Connecticut Sun, and I'll probably stop it there. I don't know what a free win really is here.
No, because they lost all their games to Golden State last year. So
they lost every. But again, that's Natalie Nakase. Natalie Nakase runs circles around Stephanie White as far as coaches go. Sandy Brondello, even the Toronto Tempo, she runs circles around Stephanie White. Dude, if Marina Mabrey always wants to go off against the Indiana Fever and CC. She always gets up for those games. She drools for those games. I'll have to see how the Portland Fire look before I, give my assessment of them. But the Connecticut Sun might be the only team that's like, this is a guaranteed win. Can't think that against the Mystics. I'm sure Kiki's going to out-rebound us. Somehow, some way, Sonya Citrone's just going to do like a 3 for 6 from 3, 4 for 5 from 3. Easy backdoor cuts, just torching us. What are the real chalk wins for this team?
I don't think any. That's why they're a major concern. They are defensively not good, and they're
am I right, Eric? There's really no guaranteed W's.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, even last year against the shitty Connecticut Sun, it took Kelsey Mitchell making Stephanie White cry in the locker room to actually win that game.
She saved her job.
Her and Bree Turner saved her ass.
Saved her job.
How crazy is that? Kelsey Mitchell and Bree Turner saved Stephanie White's life to where she was brought to tears in the locker room.
It's insane. All right, Ben, I'm about to jump off here, man. Right. We'll be on tomorrow night for about an hour for the Heat, Sunday Night Heat. So, I hope y'all have a great day. Ben, take it easy. Appreciate you jumping on.
Take it easy, guys. See you, Rudy.
All right, man. So, that's going to wrap it up here. Thank you, Ben, for jumping on board. That was fun, as always. We will be here tomorrow night, Sunday Night Heat, about 8:15, something around there, because I'm going to be at my mom's house. But, appreciate everyone jumping on board. I will be doing a recap of the media, post-game media on a separate video, but I got to go shopping right now. So, y'all have a great day. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Subscribe to both channels. I appreciate that. This is Indiana Fever Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.